Hello, good evening. This is Ravi Shankar, Botany NEET faculty. Today, I am going to take one of important topic, that is mitochondria. In Greek, GK, that means Greek, not general knowledge in this particular terms. GK, that means Greek word, mitas means threads. Chondrian means grains. In Greek, mitochondria means thread like grains, grain like threads. We can call it as in in Greek meaning. So mitochondria discovered by discovered mitochondria discovered in muscle cells by Colliker in the year 1850. Later on, it is Colliker discovered mitochondria in the year 1850 in muscle cells. After 6 years, almost 5 years later, that means the name of mitochondria was called as bioplast. That means it has named as bioplast by Altman in the year 1856. And later on, just a matter of 1 year, the term mitochondria coined by Benda in the year 1857. And usually mitochondria present in all eukaryotic cells such as protista, in terms of plant kingdom, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Alright. In terms of animals, all animals except a protozoan. Even in protozoans also. Sorry for that. Right. That means it is present in all eukaryotic cells. Then number of mitochondria will be single in microstereasis. Number of mitochondria will be single in microstereas, that is an alga. It is an alga. That means in this particular alga, the number of mitochondria will be single per cell. But whereas many number of mitochondria will be present in the flight muscle cells and as well as meristematic cells. Many number of mitochondria will be present in flight muscle cells and meristematic cells. Flight muscle cells which are present in birds, whereas meristematic cells are present in plants. That means the number of mitochondria will be more in animals than plants. Number of mitochondria, MT means, sorry, I'll write here, complete name. Mitochondria will be more in animals than plants. That means usually in plants the number of mitochondria will be less, whereas in animals more number of mitochondria will be present. That means why? Mitochondria is nothing but a powerhouse of the cell which provide energy. That's the reason why the number of mitochondria will be more. Even in meristematic cells and flight muscle cells, the number of mitochondria will be more. Why? Because for muscle cells, required energy is more because they use for flying the birds. And even for meristematic cells, why meristematic cells the number of mitochondria will be more? Because the meristematic cells are continuously undergoing cell division. For cell division, it is an energy required process. That's the reason why mitochondria will be more in muscle cells and as well as meristematic cells. And usually mitochondria will be saucer in shape. Usually the typical mitochondria, we can call it as, will be saucer in shape. But in case of cylindrical cells, the mitochondria will be, but in case of saucer cells, in case of typical cells, it is usually saucer shape. But in case of cylindrical cells, it will be elliptical in shape. And the mitochondria will be, the diameter of mitochondria is about 0.2 microns to 1.0 microns in diameter. But whereas the length of mitochondria is about 1.0 micrometers to microns, not micrometers, microns to 4.1 microns in length. There is a measurement of mitochondria. And this mitochondria, right, will provide energy for the cell. So that's the reason why it is considered as powerhouse of the cell. or otherwise called biofurnace. Biofurnace of the cell. Biofurnace of the cell, because which provide energy. Which provide energy. That's the reason why which require the cells require energy. So that energy is provided by mitochondria. So this is about the introduction part of mitochondria. Here we need to understand for NEET point of view. So what is the measurement of mitochondria? What's the measurement of mitochondria? The number of mitochondria will be more in animals than plant cells, and even in plant cells, right? The number of mitochondria will be more in what you can say, meristematic cells than permanent cells. That point. So in this area, we need to be careful in this area. Size, regarding the size, and as well as number of mitochondria, right? And the names. Mitochondria is discovered by Kolliker and named as bioplast by Altman, and coined the term mitochondria coined by Bender. These are the areas where we need to focus purposefully. All the best.